right, guys. All right. We have brought in another new segment we're pretty excited about. We are going to bring you the top 5 cards of the week as far as in card sales. And we are basing this off of the Sports Card Investor Market Movers app. We just decided to use that one because they do show card sales. It's pretty easiest for us to read. Obviously, these top 5 can vary from site to site. We looked on Alt, we looked on the card ladder, we looked on all these things. For the purposes of this podcast, we're just looking at market movers. They're basing all of their info off of eBay sales. So obviously there's some gray area. There's a little room in here, but that's how we did select these ones. And we had this all set up and ready to go yesterday, and already today when I looked on there was another card that bumped up into that. I'll mention that at the end here. That's kind of an honorable mention. But here we go. We're going to start off with number 5 this week. All right, we just showed you the 2018 Bowman Shohei Ohtani rookie card. That card sales increased this week. Also, pretty much all of Shohei Ohtani's tops or Bowman cards, rookie cards are up right now because Shohei Ohtani is a freak of nature. He hit another 450-footer home run tonight in the Angels game. He's the home run
leader in all of MLB right now.
Yeah, right now it was close for a minute there with Aaron Judge, but right now Shohei Ohtani is leading in the MVP race in the AL. He's just with everything he's doing with pitching and with hitting all at the same time. I don't have
season
words.
Ended today, he would have the MVP. He would have the votes unanimously.
100%. Every time that guy hits the field, something crazy is happening, and that hand in hand makes the card market go crazy for him. It doesn't always work that way, where somebody does something crazy out there in the MLB, something awesome, and then it affects their cards.
Right.
Back in 2020, 2021 is a different story, but now the market's, obviously gone kind of back down to normal. But Shohei Ohtani, in this particular case, that card, the increase on that card, as I look on Sports Card Investors Market Movers, increased in the last 7 days 9.2%, and it's a 7.6% increase over the last 30 days.
Look at that.
This is gonna be kind of across the board for most base standard Shohei Ohtani cards. If you look at his other 2018 Series 2 update, things of that nature, obviously there's an increase on that. For me personally, I'm not even touching Shohei Ohtani cards. If I have them, I'm either holding or selling. My personal opinion. If you're Shohei Ohtani,
his last rookie card at a PSA 10 sold today for $150.
Yeah, so quite frankly, all these in the top 5 here, to me, if they're selling so well, it's not a good time to buy. It's a good time to sell. If you really think about it from
agreed,
an investor sort of thing, which Mr. Fuego and I, we are not investors, we're collectors. We're just giving you some baseball card news if you're into it. All right, guys, let's get to number 4. All right, what we have here is the 2019 Bowman Chrome Draft of Corbin Carroll, his Bowman first card. Corbin Carroll is making a tear for Rookie of the Year. He's on the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's having a crazy season. He's doing really good. People love rookies.
Fastest kid in the league.
People love rookie cards. People love Bowman firsts. His cards in the past 7 days have seen a 23.5% increase in the last 7 days. We're looking at a 68.8% increase in the last 30 days. That's insane. Insane. I recently found a Corbin Carroll card in my PC. Went and got it graded, sold it. Boom, done. That's what you got to do. I probably
Exactly.
have a Corbin Carroll or two in my collection that I will keep, but right now,
I mean, his
he's
last
on an increase.
sale was yesterday. PSA 10, 185.06. So $185.
Was that just a base chrome PSA 10?
That's his base chrome, yes.
Cool. That's cool. So I always like to look at these lists. It gives me the opportunity to go back and look into my collection stuff that I have stashed away, which usually with Bowman cards, that's what we stash them away unless somebody's like crazy hot right now, which you'll see later on this list. But that's to me, that's prime time. That's one of the things I love to do. I like to go back, find these cards and be like, yeah, I got one. And then if it looks really nice, I like to send it to PSA and then either PC collect, keep it because it's so cool, or make some money to buy some cards that I like to put in my PC. I got to have money for Bobos. So, all right, let's get to number 3 before I make Mr. Fuego puke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. I haven't looked at the numbers exactly yet. I'm gonna guess this is the highest increase in the last 7 days. Ellie De La Cruz recently made his debut in the MLB, and he has been epic, just epic. Playing some good ball, hitting balls to the moon. Ellie De La Cruz, new rookie on the Cincinnati Reds. He's got his Bowman Chrome first recently in 2022. It's funny. He came in 2022 Bowman, and I'm seeing a lot of rips of that because you can still readily get 2022 Bowman Chrome. No, regular He was in regular Bowman. His Bowman first card. So, it's so funny. I'm looking at it now, and his 7-day has actually decreased 5%. That's very interesting to me. But in the last 30 days, he's at a 65.8% increase. So pretty close to Corbin Carroll there, really. But people have been going Ellie crazy. And they're going back and finding 2022 Bowman and opening it up to get the parallels, to get the chromes. So
I've got some additional info on Ellie sales that we spoke about yesterday.
Yeah.
So there was a couple of sales that Sports Collectors Digest actually documented. And just so, again, this kid barely has 30 games under his belt. Okay. Everybody was waiting for Ellie De La Cruz to make his debut. And when he made his debut, he came in throwing haymakers. But just to give you guys a perspective on his sales, okay? So for his 2022 Bowman Chrome autographed gold refractor out of 50 PSA 10, it sold for $9,100.
Dang.
Now, a 2022 Bowman Chrome auto blue refractor out of 150 graded BGS 10. That one sold for $6,900. Then you have his out of 25, a Bowman 2022 Chrome Auto Orange Shimmer PSA 10. That sold for just under $5,000. And then the last one was a Bowman First red paper foil out of 5. PSA 10 is sold for $4,200.
Those are some good numbers.
Go ahead and digest that for a minute.
Yeah, those made somebody's day for sure. For sure. He was pretty sought after. I remember when we were opening 2022 Bowman, like when it originally came out, that was one of the Bowman First you were looking for and keeping. So I think people are cashing in right now.
Right.
Cashing in right now.
Let's just bring it back down to reality a little bit. the last sale of his Bowman First, which sold yesterday, a PSA 10 was the bid that took it all was $132.50. So, I mean, what can we say?
Shoot. I'm trying to think what number I'm on here. I think we got to go to number
2.
Here we go. So this is obviously switched up a little bit on market movers, but another high card that's going crazy right now is Jordan Walker, which it's so funny. He's not even on my list right now, or unless he's lower on the list. Here we go. Jordan Walker. The card we showed was his 2020 Bowman Draft first edition paper card. That happened to be on the list. You know, you don't usually see the papers on here. It is first edition, so it was a little bit of a, more expensive hobby box to buy, but and less printed. So
Right.
you don't see as many of the first editions, I want to say. But I'm sure right now in the last 7 days, that card's gone up 84.7%.
Yeah.
And in the last 30 days, 76.1%. Jordan Walker, he started the season. Yeah, he started the season off with the Cardinals. He was on the opening day roster, and they brought him back down the minors, and he's come back up again. And I think it's more of I don't think they put him back down the minors because he needed really work. I think it was
got to work on some mechanics.
I think it's contract manipulation, but he's back up there doing good things. Cardinals need him. He hits baseballs not only out of the ballpark, out of the town, like just insane. So not surprising to see his cards on the list with the performance he's showing right now with the St. Louis Cardinals. So dig out your 2020 Bowman stuff and see if you've got some Jordan Walker first in there.
Because I mean, granted, he's playing back and forth between the majors and the minors. Last recorded sale was on the 15th, and his PSA 10 sold for $55.
Snap. Jordan Walker coming in number 2 this week. Now it's time for number 1 this week. Coming out of nowhere again for the San Francisco Giants, we got Luis Matos, who I watched him play last night. Dodgers didn't even want to pitch to him. I think he walked 3 times in that game last night. Luis Matos, Bowman, his 2020 Bowman Chrome, man, I got to go buy some more 2020 Bowman, man. There's a lot of good guys up in there, a lot of good stuff in there. We showed his 2020 Bowman Chrome Auto first. That's what showed a 12% increase in the last 7 days and 142.7% increase in the last 30 days. I'm going to guess a few weeks ago, and I know there's a way to look it up on Market Movers, but I'm not going to do it right now. But I'm going to guess a month ago, you could probably get this auto for $20 to $40. And not anymore. We're at, for this Bowman Chrome, not raw card, not graded, you're looking at least $100. That's the second San Francisco Giant this year, because Casey Mize, I'm sorry, I always do that. Casey Schmidt recently debuted in the San Francisco Giants as well. His cards were not valued, which is crazy because these are like first or second draft picks for the San Francisco Giants, but people just don't think of the San Francisco Giants, I guess. It's the second one of the San Francisco Giants in the past few months that these players made debuts and their cards skyrocketed.
Yep.
So,
I mean, Adrian wasn't able to pull the trends as far as prices, but I got it right here. So first off, that same card that we're talking about, his Bowman Chrome Auto, it sold yesterday for $267. Now, it's going for that price as of right now. You could have got that same card last month for $110.
It's what we kind of love as collectors when you pull, like, somebody probably pulled this auto back in 2020 or whatever, and they're like, nobody was really talking about him unless you were a Giants fan. You were excited. I've got a friend in town here that is a huge San Francisco Giants fan. I know she's got one of these. I haven't talked to her about it yet, but I know she does because she has Casey Schmidt's cards too that I've gotten graded for. So I'm sure she's pumped right now because she never has just one. So which is another cool thing that I tend to do. I keep a couple of these cards so that when they do hit big, you can sell some to cash in, and then you have a nice one for the PC. So he's number one this week. Let us know in the comments who should have been on this list or who wasn't on the list. The honorable mention I wanted to throw on there because it did just change today. I'm showing Jack Swazinski of the Pittsburgh Pirates. His 2022 Bowman Chrome Auto hit the list today. I'm gonna guess I know he's got a rookie card that came out in Series 1 or Series 2. I'm guessing he's probably doing good things on the Pirates because the Pirates have been sneaky good this year. In the last 7 days, that card has seen an 84.2% increase. In the last 30 days, 103.9% increase. So, got to go back through and dig through my 2022 Bowmans and see what's going on there. Some sneaky good people.
His last sale was April 18th, and it sold for $40.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, like I was saying, guys, who else should have been on the list, or who's on the list that you don't think should be there? Let us know in the comments.
Do you agree with the order?
Yeah. How about the order? Do you think somebody else should have been, let us know, because I think we looked at Beckett's list and they had completely different stuff. Completely
different names on there.
Yeah. So I don't know if they look at more, because this is just based off eBay. There's a lot of other markets. You've got gold, and you can look at sales on what. I mean, you can look at different sales forever.
Right. And I mean, with sports cards, with market movers, yes, they predominantly base it off of sales and valuations, but they at least entertain the collectors and give us actual sporting statistics to somewhat justify the reason they made that list.
This is a segment I'm pretty excited to be doing now in the future here with the podcast, because this is something I've done for years now. As I look on sports card investors sites, and I always look to see who's increasing in sales, and then that jogs my memory to think of what I have, to see if I have any that I want to put up for sale.
It goes back to what you said. If I happen to have that Ohtani rookie, and it's selling for almost $200, I could go ahead and get it graded, flip it, take that money to pick up either more Julio or Alex Rodriguez.
Absolutely. Always got to keep the PC rolling. Need income for the PC.
There you go.
All right, guys, that's our top 5 of this week. Now it's time for our next segment.